Hello everyone! Welcome back.
Yeah.
So, bees, am I right? Bees are old news. We're all
Oh,
about
poor
the Sprax
Sparks.
now. We're going to be making a
Bee or
Sprax
not
module.
bee?
You can milk them for hummy, and yeah, they fly towards redstone blocks.
I mean, guys, we can just change our plans here. How about instead of bees, like look at these bees we have here. Like they are way too yellow, anyways. How about instead of bees, we make yellow jackets,
Yellow jackets.
wasps,
Oh god, somebody suggested that on Twitter.
and we just make them super annoying. Like they don't have to have any practical use. They just have to steal your food and sting you, and they have to build their hives themselves inside your base.
Yes. Let's do it. Duck said in before Minecraft release wasps.
Hey, at the bright side, I think we've discovered the best way to get Minecraft to add something to their game.
Spend 10 hours live streaming our own version of it.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
It's surprising that their version is basically the same as ours. Like we had the same ideas apparently.
Yep. Well, there you go. Anyway, so today, in case people didn't know when they're watching this, Minecraft are now officially adding bees to the game, which means our module is going to either have to be scrapped or reworked, depending on what they decide to do with it.
We'll probably still have a bees module depending on like Spuck said, depending on how Mojang executes the bees. We might have like a better bees module. It won't be called better bees. That
Actual
might
bees.
improve some- And honey will of course be a liquid tanks liquid.
Working bees.
Working bees.
Have you seen those comparison pictures for like how thick the bees are? It's really thick. They're bigger than chickens.
Yeah, they need to scale them
Really?
down. You can breed them to get smaller bees. That's not how bees work.
Wait, you can breed
You
them?
can
Yeah, they
breed
make
them and
larvae.
they give you smaller bees.
How do you breed them?
I don't know. I just saw on Twitter.
I think you
can
give
breed
them flowers.
Can we please disable that?
Anyway, in today's stream, we're
Or
gonna
just make that one be the default size.
Just make it smaller, like.
It's variant B. That's what it is. So in today's stream, we're going to be looking at the GitHub again and trying to clear some more pull requests. So we can work on that. And I believe end fishing, which I've just been playing with here. This is an ender puff. It's a new item that you can get from fishing in the end. I think they're pretty much ready to go, right?
Yep, it's basically ready. We just need to pull the version from public server and push it onto GitHub.
Where is it on the GitHub? Is it not?
It's
Nowhere.
not on the GitHub yet. We need to submit
Oh.
it ourselves.
Okay, cool.
We have to pull it from the public server. I will do that and get the files for us.
Nice.
And then we'll have to push.
It's been on the public server for a while now. People have been testing it, so it seems to be working. Blue Cycle Ranger did it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he kind of worked off what we did, but I think he more or less started from scratch, right? Because he just saw what we did.
The
But
thing had to be started from scratch. That's basically why progress on it froze, because I would have had to redo the thing and exams it.
yeah, so I think it's basically our concept, his code. But he's also added these ender puffs. So it's similar to the system we were working on in streams recently. You can fish in the end bobber catches in the void, and eventually a little purple particle will fly at your bobber, and you can pull in loot. The loot is dependent on the biome, which is really, really cool, I think. So like the end cities will give you different loot to the central island. And he's added these ender puffs, which I believe are quite rare, right? They're hard to fish for.
Yeah, they're hard to fish for. You gotta be in like a void biome in the end, so barren islands, or I don't know what the other void biome is called, and they are like a 1% chance about it.
Mm-hmm. But
I might be wrong on this, but pretty rare.
if you do find one, they will give you 3 minutes of levitation 2 when you hold it, and if you unequip it, if you stop holding it, then you get slow falling and just drop down. If you have it anywhere in your inventory, you'll always get slow falling when you drop off something. I didn't there. I think it takes a little while to kick in sometimes, but it'll always give it to you if you start falling. And if you run out of the 3 minutes of levitation, you have to touch the ground before it can be reapplied. So if I unequip this, I can't re-equip it, or I can re-equip it, but it won't do anything until I touch the ground, and then I'll start floating again. So I think that's kind of nice. It's sort of based on the ghast bags we had in the Gamemode 4D server, but a little bit nerfed. And special is breathing into the mic.
Sorry, I kicked something.
Ah, okay. Are we in the stream voice, by the way?
I'd prefer to be breathing than not breathing, so y'all can put up with it.
Pretty true.
Six Wheel Bees says, woo bees.
Sparks, if you look into our secret Discord data pack chat.
I think I've been playing too much Overwatch. I just tried to wave using the wave shortcut. Look in the Discord chat.
Yeah, there's the files. I don't know how we want to upload this or how you want to record this. GitHub desktop is probably best.
Sorry, where am I looking?
In our data packs Discord.
Hashtag data packs.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Is that and phishing?
As everyone means it when I pronounce it that way.
It's probably best if you use GitHub desktop and you fetch the repository and then you add the thing to the repository.
We can try.
Push it.
This is not something I have done much. I don't think I've used desktop much, so this could go horribly wrong.
I can do it for you if you want to. I just thought that we might want to have it on stream.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can try it. So
just stream someone else screen sharing their screen.
How do I? Okay, I really don't like using the desktop. The current repository is Gamemode 4 data packs. I want to be connected to the actual repository, right? Because we're uploading it rather than PRing it.
Yeah, so you open desktop, GitHub desktop, then you go to repository gm4 dev gm4 data packs.
Yeah.
Then you do a pull origin to make sure that you're up to date.
It says it's done, I think.
I can see this on stream.
Alright,
now you go show in Explorer. This master is 1.14, right?
Yeah.
Go for show in Explorer on the right there.
Mm-hmm.
And now you should have a folder with basically all the data packs, right? The stream is delayed, so I can't.
So now I just basically paste in what I downloaded.
Yep. Now you extract the zip, paste it in, delete the base. That's an important part.
Delete the base, yeah.
Yeah, delete all the base functions.
Okay, I'm extracting it. Mode for end fishing.
This is weird. I need to watch you on the stream, which is like delayed by 20 seconds.
So I'm deleting the Gamemode 4 folder completely? I guess there's advancements in here. I just want to get rid of tags.
Box, it's iCare time now.
I know it is. Init check and pulse check. Do I actually remove these tags? It looks like the
special unit.
It doesn't look like there's actually a clock already. There should be.
In the base in the GM4 folder, there should be there should be no functions.
No,
I don't
only
believe.
Advancements and tags.
Yes.
Tags has just got init check and pulse check in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Init check and pulse check in it. And then end fishing has got
that's
loot tables and
that's how the base sinks its claws into all the other modules to throw them around as it pleases.
Yep. There's a folder called Go Fish. All right then.
Is there a space or underscore, or is it just go fish?
Go underscore fish.
Like gopher. Okay, so it's not like a gopher.
No.
Ish. Cool.
Okay, so I am copying this folder and I'm pasting it into GM4 data packs. And then I assume the Git is going to notice. Yeah, there we go. And then I commit to master. Or do I want to make a branch and upload it there, or we're just going to release it, right?
I don't think we need to.
We tested it. It's ready
we
to
just
go.
delete the branch right after it. Yeah. You'd only make a branch if you're testing something, which we've done.
Okay.
And usually this would be put into a PR during testing. At least that's how we've been doing things before.
Yep.
PR makes a branch that allows comments.
Added end
Yeah.
fishing. A new module. Commit to master. Sorted.
Oh, people will yell at us for not making a pull request.
That's why I asked if we should make
Well,
a PR.
that's their fault.
It's their
They
problem.
can deal with it.
And I don't see it here. I
you
actually
need
don't
to
see
push. You need to push Origin.
it. All right.
Go to GitHub.
Because you've only committed it on your machine.
All right. I don't understand why committing it isn't committing it.
Because committing it is like adding the changes to that roster of these are the changes I'm going to make. And then you just have to upload those changes to your host somewhere.
Okay, it's on here now. The pack.mc
It took me a while to get my head around it, so.
Catch rail loop by fishing in the end. Void. Site categories, none. Video link currently none. Is the wiki page in existence? Has this been created?
Don't think so.
We need a wiki page. Does somebody want to ping them in the wiki Discord?
Nope, end fishing is not existence yet.
I'll boop them quickly. Which of my many Discords is that again?
It's weird. Last time after.
It's the purple one.
Last time after we did this development stream, this F-Day stream, people seem to really enjoy it. I myself, I would have expected you guys to hate this, but I'm surprised.
I think we're okay to just give BPR full credit for this, right? Because we generally don't credit the idea havers, it's the developers. So I guess that goes both ways. Nice. Okay, icon design is duck, although we don't actually have an icon yet, do we?
Yeah.
So I guess we're just assuming that he'll do it. Right, well, he's being pre-credited then. So that should be live on the site now. Should be. Isn't. Oh yeah, I have to...
You have to F12 for you.
It'll be updating. There we go. It updated. I love that the site just does it. It's nice. There it is, end fishing. We're starting to get a lot of modules. I need to do some kind of alphabetization.
Sorting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is sorted in some way.
Yeah, just arbitrarily. Which is a way of sorting it, I guess.
For me, it's always in the same order, though.
Yeah,
I started to memorize where they are in the list. Might be a problem.
I don't know what the order is,
and
I don't know why they're in that order. But yeah, because it runs. I would have thought that it would run through the database in order. I actually tell it to run through the database in order, but I think the best explanation I've been able to find for why it's in this order is because JSON objects are not, like, the elements in an object are not ordered. They're an unordered list. So different browsers handle those unordered lists in different ways, and you can't be guaranteed that they will display things in the order that they appear. I'm not sure. But basically, I think what I need to do, I might actually do it JavaScript side. So this whole list of modules is created in PHP and then sent to the page. I might just have the page like shuffle the actual elements by alphabetical order. Because I can't. I really hate working with arrays in PHP. JavaScript's fine, But I guess this is just my expertise area is different. Okay, well, end fishing is out, I guess. That's good. We...
Check that box. Okay, stream's
What
up.
was
Bye,
the last
guys.
module we released? We have an icon for that now, right? We released something
Name tags.
last time.
Holographic.
Oh yeah,
It
we
was
have an
nice.
icon for that, yeah.
It would be
It's
neat to
rather
have-
small, which is interesting.
It would be neat to have like modules that have been added within like the last month.
Like new.
Have a little like red tag on the website, or a red circle and arrow pointing towards them.
Oh no.
Yes. We should have a skin option and then just have like a clickbait.
Skin clickbait.
The influencer skin.
Yeah, it also turns all our emoji, all our module names into chains of emoji.
There's a dust devil outside my window. This is interesting.
Is a dust devil like
I didn't know
a
either.
tumbleweed?
No, it's like a tiny tornado.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like the mid
Just
the
like
mid step.
not dangerous.
I thought it was like the midway point between dust bunny and tumbleweed.
Well, one is a plant, so a tumbleweed is a plant,
Wait, are
living plant.
tumbleweeds living plants? I thought they were
Yeah,
dead.
Yes.
Nope.
Nope.
They just don't have any roots.
Yeah.
How,
Well,
how do they get nutrients?
retract? If I remember correctly, they retract their roots when it's dry, and then once it rains, they like plop themselves down.
That is so
And by moving
cool.
around, they like pollinate and stuff. I think.
What? That's awesome. I just thought they were like dead loose debris.
I mean, now that we can't.
No,
do
because then
bees-
where's the living debris they come from?
They've been upgraded
No.
from flotsam to jetsam.
Now that we can't do like the bees anymore, how about a tumbleweed module?
Tumbleweeds, plants that follow you. Wait, that's creepers.
Oh yeah. Because then dust bunnies are just dust.
It's just dust. Yeah. Anyway,
No bunny
um,
at all.
so let's get back to the pull request. So I guess we can have a look through this. There's even more than last time. It seems like. Well, there just
Always
are. We have some updates for 114.
Can we? Where should we start?
I don't know. Cost change, dispenser fireworks.
Can we start with Midnight Menaces, guys? Because that has been in there for ages. I've triple tested the thing, and it's just waiting for feature approval by Sparks. And
Wait,
okay.
Didn't it make some comments on that, or am I just forgetting?
This is
I
2-1.
don't think you guys made any
2-1-1.
comments on this.
Special has some comments. Slime
I
lights
gotta
can very
pull
easily
it
get
up.
out of hand, you said.
What are you looking at, Sparks? Which one? I'm at
2-1-1, right?
2-1-1. I'm 2-2-0.
This is submission, Midnight Menaces. Is
Why are there two?
2-1-1 and 2-2-1? Is one for 113? Oh yeah, this is for 113.
Yeah, 2-2-0 is for 114.
What are we doing about the 113?
I would just scrap the 113 one, to be honest.
Okay.
New browser. Come on.
Mysterious Midnights is
You can
out,
do it.
right?
Yeah, Mysterious
Yeah.
Midnight is out and working.
Okay. So,
So Special had some thoughts on it.
did we end up removing
I
the
don't remember
illusion
what my
battle?
thoughts are, and my
Let me quote
data pack
Special
is
here.
going slow.
Special, you want to quote yourself, because I can't.
I can't open the page for some reason.
I don't see
Oh, I
Special's
don't-
comments.
I've got to put on my special voice then.
Oh
I
boy.
can't do special voice.
Hi Max Pickaxe, welcome to the stream.
Special said, this looks and feels pretty good to me. I played around with it for a while to see how each enemy felt to fight. Slime Knights can very easily get out of hand for a player looking for a fight, which is good, but not so out of hand that the server is in danger.
Wait, Blue, you're reading a comment from the 113 version now.
Yes, because Special only commented on the
Oh,
114
okay.
The 114
version.
wasn't around at the time.
Okay.
I think I told BPR to update it to 114 because we don't accept 113 anymore. Yes, so let me continue reading this comment. Especially, you want to give us a little anecdote of why Slime Knights can be dangerous for the server?
I'd have to review my comment, and I'm working on Discord.
This would be good to merge once
Give
you
me
get an
40
item.
seconds.
Xbox and the website is prepped for it. One suggestion that might also be good
There we
for
go.
the base Mysterious Midnights is a few advancements. I'm not entirely sure which ones would be good, so some discussion on this would be good. The main thing that got me thinking of advancement was killing an illusioner. Is there like a document?
I think I changed my mind on that, actually.
The thing with advancement for Mysterious Midnights is that those happen randomly, so it's not much of an achievement to experience.
Be alive during one.
Yeah. Sparks, there's a link in the 2.11 PR. There's a link to a documentation, or you can just look at the hashtag data packs channel.
There are some comments, there are some references in the code to goblins. Didn't we decide we didn't want goblins? Are they just
Yes.
referred in code as
the
goblins now?
Look at the 114 code. That's the final
I
code.
am looking
that
at the
doesn't have
114
goblins
code.
anymore. Actually,
It has references in like score names to goblin, but it might not
yes.
be.
So they aren't named goblins anymore. It's basically the same thing, but they aren't named that anymore.
Okay.
What I wanted to bring up regarding this is there's this goblin knight which spawns a lot of tiny zombies. I'm not a huge fan of the knight. I would prefer it if we had like a general zombie raid knight where all zombies would receive better gears instead of spawning basically hard-coded baby zombies with some gear.
Can we?
Did you close the 113 version?
We can close that one if you want to.
I'm just wondering, did you? Because I can't seem to find it. I might
it's
just be.
open. It's 2.11.
It's open. I'm just blind. Thank you. I finally got GitHub to load.
Midnight.
Needs feedback. Submission tested. Cool.
So they're currently called. There's Ice Strays, Illusioner Knights, Menacing Goblins is still the name of the. Is still the namespace. Sandy Husks and
I just think that-
Slimefests.
Yeah,
I
so
just
if
think
you-
the entity isn't called a goblin anymore.
Yeah, it's just the custom name isn't there anymore, because that makes it look like a crappy custom mob. Sparks, can you open that? Do you have the document open?
I do now.
So you guys can get a bit of a feature overview. The thing is, I would love to showcase this on stream, but setting Mysterious Midnights up and then getting a command that triggers one, kind of a pain.
Yeah,
So
it takes a while.
Yeah, I would rather like go through this in theory and discuss it in theory without showing it in game.
Mm-hmm. 6 expansions. Enlarging Phantoms. I don't actually see that in the
Yes,
files.
that's a neat one. It spawns phantoms. It makes it so that phantoms can spawn with random sizes.
Oh, I see it.
There's some
Enlarging
crazy
Phantoms.
sized phantoms
Sorry,
out.
I see it. Menacing Goblins, Illusioner Knights, Nightmare Knights. So Sandy Husks, 50% chance of converting into a husk that drops 0 sand.
Yeah, you need looting to get
Get sand. Okay, that kind of makes
Yeah.
sense, I guess. Ice Strays, 50% chance of converting into strays.
Both of those are quite nice, I think.
Yeah.
Having dry nights.
Strays give you slowness, right? And husks give you hunger.
Yes.
Packed ice.
It would maybe be fun to have like these things have some sort of particle effect and give like the husk knights.
They drop
sandstone
minus
particle
1
effect.
packed ice, plus 1 to 3 per looting. I guess that means that so there's a chance that you don't get it even with looting, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Math is weird. And by math, I mean that's how a number line works. But whatever.
That's Numberwang. Slime fests. Slime balls on the floor spawn size 0 slimes without a loot table. Creepers and spiders will
And bears, oh
Creepers
my.
and spiders will convert into slimes.
that just means that's how they did
Just to increase the
that's how they
spawn
replicate
chances.
natural spawning.
Yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, because you don't, instead of spread players, you're just replacing something that the game is already spawning.
Yeah, yeah.
So it functions identically to how vanilla will spawn things. Just it's not as creeper or spider, and it's really easy to do. No
Yeah.
ridiculous mob cap calculations if you want it to be accurate.
So, did we remove this from our Mysterious Midnights? Because I thought we had this.
It was never included.
Slime Fest?
Hmm.
It wasn't in the
Slime-
base. That was like the only additional expansion we had.
I guess we just never released it then.
Nope, and I didn't update it because it was a pain to update. That's why, especially
it
you want to go on a little anecdote on the dangers of slime fests.
By the way, hi
Have a little
DPR. We released end fishing.
Yeah. Ta-da! We'll make an announcement post-stream. And maybe a tweet if Peach is around. Or Toffee.
Yeah. So especially
I don't remember much about the development. I think I blocked most of it out, to be honest.
not about development. I'm talking about like the slime reactor thing on GM40.
Oh, yeah. If you're not careful with the slimes, you just break the server because a slime spawns, and then merges with another, and then they die because of suffocation, and then more slime spawn, and then they merge, and you can see where this would become a problem.
Yeah, so we had to make sure that in this module there's some sort of emergency stopper.
It says slimes will
Yeah.
not merge if there are more than 7 slimes around itself.
Yeah. So you can't just shove a bunch of slimes into a pit and break the server. And also get infinite slime. You have to do some controlled math and stuff, which is cool.
BPR is asking whether end fishing was the new one or the original one that was on the server. And he's saying original. Does that mean there was a newer one we were supposed to release?
That was the end fishing that's currently imported is the one with the small updates that is on the server right now. It's not the one without an ID system.
BPR says he sent one to you.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, he did.
This is why you make a PR. People are gonna yell at us, it'll be great.
I guess we can just do this again. But the new one hasn't been tested yet, so...
I sent one after you asked about the marker armor stands. He says.
Yeah, he did. Yep, I will send that to you, Sparks, and we'll just do the entire process again.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay.
It will be fairly easy, so you just open up GitHub Desktop again.
Oh, we're just going to push it without chest testing.
Well, the one that he sent me isn't the one without an ID system, it's the one that uses marker ammo stands to make it easier for players to build auto fissures, and that one is tested.
Okay. So it's just ready to go. Okay.
Yep, so I'm gonna send that to you. And we'll just do the same thing. You can now delete the GM4_endfishing namespace if you want to from that local repository. And then you will just replace it with this new endfishing namespace. Delete the base again, and then GitHub Desktop will tell you what things have changed, and you will be able to create a pull request or commit directly.
Okay. There's a Mac OS X
Oh no.
folder in here.
Wait. Go through it and delete the Mac OS X folder.
Yeah, that's fine. It's outside of the main data pack anyway.
Also,
the Game
there
of 4
might be
folder
some...
still doesn't have any function, so that's fine.
Can you browse down through the folders and check that there are no... what's it called? No...
Clock parts.
No... damn it. macOS leaves some weird files behind.
They were in here outside of the rest.
Yeah, but there might still be some DS store files. So if you go into Go Fish, there's a DS store file that needs to be deleted.
Gotta love Apple.
functions
yeah.
go fish.
Why? Why there?
It used to be in every single one, but me and PPR tried to delete them. I'm looking through all
I'm
the
finding a
other folders.
few. I'm just going through every single.
Yeah, I tried to delete them. It's macOS, it leaves behind these weird files, which I hate. Yeah, there's a lot of loot tables that we haven't caught.
Yeah, I think I found them. Yeah, I think we're good.
Sheepy mentioned in chat a thing about slime nights, about how maybe we could make it so the slimes, what do you call it? Slimes that have already merged can't merge again. But that would remove
that's
the
boring.
one of the challenges of slime nights, because you have to, like, if you get a big slime, you have to break it down all of the way. You can't just, because if you get a big slime and you break it down because you kill it, you have to get those slime babies away from each other before they congeal into a bigger slime. Otherwise, you build up to a big slime and then you kill it, and then no more danger, game over. So that's why we wanted them to merge just all of the time.
Yeah. The stopper with like max of 7 slimes nearby seems like a good like emergency brake, and it still allows players to build like slime reactors.
Everyone here's asking about the bees.
We're just mourning. It's fine.
Yeah, these were the slimes that were on GM40 Cuber.
Yes,
That's
beware the slimes,
weird.
as well as some other things, but beware those slightly less.
How do you feel about the bees? Have we answered that yet?
Yeah, we're mourning.
Beginning of the stream. Wait. Let me get some black hats.
Enlarging Phantoms. Chance to spawn. Oh, so they spawn even if you've slept.
Yeah, it
With a
makes it a phantom
size
night.
of up to 40%.
They just spawn everywhere.
Phantoms will have a health of 24, 30, or 400 respective to the size. Phantoms will have the same loot table as a normal size 1 Phantom. Uses similar spawning as falling stars. Okay. Then menacing goblins.
That's the one we might want to talk about.
Has a carved pumpkin on its head. Spawns basically like regular mobs, but a little bit closer. I think 128 is the limit on natural spawns.
Yeah, so let's skip menacing goblins for now, because I've got a whole discussion about that.
Well, the only other
Illusioner
one is Illusioner Knights. Illusioners have a chance to spawn.
We need to test something special.
0 to 3 golden carrots and one of the following potions.
Wait, this is like a boss illusioner? What the hell?
Long invisibility,
Is it even
long
possible?
night vision. Wait, have you got
Oh wow, that's. Did you spawn that with an egg, or
I just did a summon command.
I don't know why it's
I've
raid leader.
never seen one of them as a raid leader before.
Alright, Sparks.
All right, we now have our
Sparks?
Oh, I
Have
didn't
some-
realize you changed my game mode. I wonder why he was
Right,
suddenly
let's do
shooting.
Try to beat them. There are also some golden apples here.
I have a
They're
dyed
pretty
leather hat
easy.
on my head. I have my hat of mourning. I will continue to wear it. Thank you very much. What am I doing?
Try
Killing
to
Kill it, Sparks.
straight away. Let it split up. Because there used to be a bug where the illusioner splits up and none of the copies were the actual illusioner.
Well, none of the copies are the illusioner. They're all illusions.
The idea is he's in
Where's
the
the
middle,
illusioner
but he drinks an invisibility
in the
potion
middle.
and you attack the particles.
Is
Yeah,
that the intended
he's-
behavior?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
geometric center of the 4 illusions. That's why he's the illusioner.
I thought the trick behind this was that one of the illusions were the actual illusioner.
No.
No,
You
But
look
then
for the
there's no challenge
particles.
to just like.
You look for the little invisibility particles, which I can see
Oh,
is
okay.
about here. I missed. It's a little hard to hit, but you kind of aim for those particles.
Because that's also where he shoots. They're just illusions.
All of the illusions are leaders, by the way.
Well, yeah, they're all exact copies.
It is hard to fight them. To aim for that middle point. There we go.
So you should stay away from villages now, Sparks.
Alright, I'll bear that in mind. So what was the point of that? That you think that they're too hard to fight?
No, I just want to make sure that they work
Okay.
in 1.14.
The point of the illusioner is to have something to fight on full moons.
Long invisibility potion,
Yeah.
long night vision potion, lingering potion of blindness. Okay.
Welcome to the
Cool.
stream, McMeach Pies.
I'm playing
Horizon
survival.
China. It's probably morning where yours.
I'm playing survival with a friend at the moment with Gamemode 4, including Mysterious Midnights, and the only way I've noticed them so far is my skeleton spawner sometimes gives me lingering arrows. Gives me tipped arrows. I guess I should be paying more attention to... Actually, we were talking about it would be really cool if what we need is a moon intensity sensor so that people can tell when it's a full moon, so they can go out and see if there's a mysterious midnight happening if they check their moon intensity device.
Yeah, we talked about that once.
You mean the sky?
There was some reason why I scrapped that.
I thought you were gonna scrap it and then I convinced you. Let's just go with that. Let's say that I convinced you.
I think I scrapped it again, to be honest, because there was some reason for it.
I think we were gonna go with an item frame with a shooting star drop in it, and the item would rotate depending on the time to change the comparator output. Like the item frame
Yeah,
would
that
rotate
was the
itself.
idea, but there was some reason why it wasn't worth doing.
Why though?
I don't remember my line of thought there.
I think it'd be really cool if you could measure the moon level with a special drop, because you still have to like go out and look for shooting stars and try and find mysterious midnights until you can find a shooting star drop that lets you measure it. But after that, you can kind of have like a little thing.
I remember why. I didn't want to include it in Mysterious Midnights because of the way the module is structured. But
we can do that now.
No, I'm talking about the 1.14 update special. So.
Oh, okay.
But I think back then I thought it might be a cool standalone module to have like a moon calendar thingy and a general calendar thingy. I don't know what players would use it for, but
well, for mysterious midnights.
Yeah.
Also technically
slime spawning rates.
I was gonna
I
say
think
you
that's
can
literally
count
the only
days
thing.
with redstone, but that's unreliable because sleeping is the thing.
Yeah. Does sleeping add to the time, to the in-game time, as if you hadn't slept?
I believe it adds, yes.
So you should be able to still get the current day using modulus, right?
Yeah, it's totally possible, but I think a standalone module would be better.
Yeah, okay. I guess full moons also increase the amount of like armor that mobs have and stuff. Catching up on the chat.
I wonder if that technically means you could have a game time smaller than your daytime. Because the daytime would increase every time you sleep by like however long nighttime is, but game time wouldn't.
Yeah, I guess that would be correct. Hi Tessit, you probably haven't seen the mob because it doesn't spawn in survival. They kind of added it and then decided they didn't like how it worked yet in survival. Hi Peach
It was a
Pies.
part of the mansion update.
Yeah. Hi,
The
Peach Pies.
exploration one.
All right, so
Peach
now
said something about bread.
regarding those goblins, I don't know. I just want an opinion from you guys because I can be pretty nitpicky at times when it comes to modules and design, and I can be pretty close-minded with these things. So I just want another opinion. So please stop me from criticizing this. But I dislike that. I dislike the menacing goblins thingy because it just spawns small zombies, which is a great idea. But I would rather have like a zombie raid night where all zombies get like crazy armor and you actually see diamond armored zombies or something.
Well, how would you apply the armor?
Using entity data.
So you would have a
Just
fixed
like you.
selection of armor. Because
Just like we do the arrows.
Yeah, so you'd have like a fixed selection of armor, because if you do it their way, BPR's way, then they have a chance of spawning with diamond armor based on the local game difficulty. Because you're only modifying the head slot and the weapon slot.
Yeah, but we could use loot tables and loot insert to give them the armor directly, can't we?
Well, then we might as well just spawn them with it, right?
Well, if you spawn them with it, then you would have to hardcode like every zombie. And if you just loot insert the armor onto them, you can just use Minecraft zombie spawning algorithm. You might as well just replace some zombies with some other mobs with zombies. Maybe do a zombie
Can you
only
loot
night.
insert? Can
I'm
you
not
loot
sure.
insert into armor?
I'm not sure actually, but
Because they're not typically considered in container slots.
Misa says
Yeah,
you
what
can
I'm-
use loot tables with /loot to apply them directly. Ninja'd.
Okay.
yeah. So what I'm saying is, I would rather have like a zombie raid night where like every hostile mob is turned into a zombie with like strong armor and zombies are trying to get you, rather than like having a bunch of semi-hardish baby zombies spawn and run after you.
I guess that's an option, yeah. Would that just be adding an insert command in the spawn then?
It would be changing the entire goblins thingy.
Okay.
Right now it spawns additional baby zombies, but I don't like that much.
I think I'm okay with this or your suggestion, to be honest. Maybe discuss with BPR about it.
I didn't think the goblin looking things didn't feel that weird. Like they didn't feel too out of place, to be honest.
Yeah, but they don't feel too special either.
Neither do skeletons with tipped arrows. Or zombies that resurrect.
Yeah, I think it's
Not like
fine.
incredibly
So-
special, they're just a little additional thing.
Loot replace, says Misod.
I'm not sure.
A person who submitted a pull request is in the chat right now. PR277.
PR277. Alright, let's move on then. We'll keep this in mind. And move on to
Oh, I saw this a while
PR277.
ago. Order checks in decompress function to fix MBT loss.
Oh yeah, I got it fixed. Apparently I made a boo-boo.
Well, there's a pull request here. Does it fix it?
I don't know.
PR277.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a boop boop. Okay.
What did you just do?
Assigned myself.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we are, yeah. Thanks for the PR.
Can we check that? Just test it out in games?
There's some
Maybe
other
not
stuff
in
we have to
stream?
do based on. Yeah, there's other things we have to check with compression.
Yeah,
There's that random HTML document you sent me in Sparks like a week and a half
Oh.
ago.
Yeah, that's the thing
Uh,
that needs to be fixed. But
Why it's an HTML document, I'm not sure, but we have to address that too.
Yeah. Peach says, I think a good thing to do with Gamemode 4 is add... I love every time you type Gamemode 4, it highlights it. is add extra things.
Oh, because you're the streamer.
Yeah, I think a good thing to do with Gamemode 4 is add extra things and tweaks that otherwise get lost by vanilla. After all, Gamemode 4 changes and modifies the Minecraft gameplay experience. What do you mean
not
by
everything
that?
has to be a huge thing. Not everything has to be this huge, overwhelming addition. It can just bats explode.
Yeah, I think it's worth remembering that sometimes as well.
Maybe I should just make another Mysterious Midnight expansion that does the zombie raid, but then those feel very similar.
Well, they're quite kind of rare anyway, so even similar is fine because it just adds a bit more variety.
I wish we could change the moon texture based on the Mysterious Midnight.
Just get BPR to resubmit it minus the goblin thing, the entire goblin namespace, and we'll accept the rest. If you're not happy with that particular one, we can accept the others.
I could do with that, yeah.
And by, yeah.
Oh. Did we never get Sweethearts up to 114?
No, I messaged recently in technical saying, does anyone have time to update it to 114? And so they did. I haven't tested it yet.
Oh.
We could probably get that pushed through. We can test it pretty quickly.
Can we finally get to
Is it a
liquid
PR?
minecarts?
Why is that still here? I swear we looked at that last time.
Can't we just merge this?
What was the last comment we made?
2 of us have approved.
Michael,
Blue and
can't
Special
we
have both approved it. I submitted it. It's marked as tested. Why is it still in here?
Did you ever make those weird
tested
changes?
this in game, right? Because I remember we had a stage like with liquid minecarts here.
Do you want it back?
I don't know why this hasn't been approved.
I want Caroline back.
We fixed... Excuse me? Is that your ex?
No, just a random name.
We had the comment liquid minecarts can't be loaded from north and south, but they are shown as marked as resolved now.
Trying to read over all the comments. There's a lot of them.
There's some unresolved conversations here. We can add some more distance selectors to improve the performance. So that's probably why it's still here. So it works. It could just be like optimized.
Did you ever
Can we
fix
just
it
merge
so it
the
doesn't
damn
rely
thing?
on the Liquid Tank name anymore? Because I remember we made this before Liquid Tanks had a different name system.
No, it works with the new name system.
Okay.
Can we just merge the damn thing? Like, this has been sitting here for ages. We've tested it. I can't remember.
Okay, we'll merge it. If people want to add extra distance selectors to improve the performance afterwards, you're welcome to make a PR, because otherwise it's just sat here and it's no good to anyone. Currently its performance level is 0, so yeah, I guess we can.
Are you taking the Microsoft approach now, where we publish unfinished stuff and wait for the community to submit fixes?
Yeah, that sounds good. A business, a $1 million business does it, so it must be okay.
Well, let's merge.
And then the other unresolved conversation ends with Crop going, I do have a solution in mind. We'll make a pull for that later, maybe. So I think we're good. Yeah.
All right, let's go for it.
I've merged it.
Have some liquid tanks.
I think we have an icon for that, but I don't know if it's on the site yet.
Special Jackson asks, what does somebody assigning themselves to PR mean?
It means I'm saying it's my problem.
Yeah, it basically means that
and I'll look at it.
Sparks and me don't have to worry about it. We don't have to care. We can just leave them in tears.
At 3 a.m. one day I'll get to it, is the idea. Well, not necessarily 3 a.m., but at some point when I have a moment to breathe.
Check these links.
Xander asks, why want the admins not to do blast furnaces?
It's really hard.
Because there's 2 PRs, and I think we have to scrap them both and just start again because I don't want to pick favorites.
Can we just merge number 282, fixed translation for undead player? Their translation has them named as block compressor. So.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
Wait, I think undead players are translated as block compressors.
Oh yeah, they are. That's hilarious. I guess we have to check that the new translation key is correct, but otherwise it's good. Miso goes, what?
Block compressor.
I wonder whose fault that is. Not really, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Did you not see me making fun of you earlier, Miss Ode?
Both blast furnace modules.
GM4 quotes tweeted about it and everything. Someone mentioned it in Discord, and I went, blame Masode.
They're both outdated, marked as outdated because they're for 1.13, but we didn't close the pull requests in case people want to make an update, I guess. There was a reason we didn't close them.
To keep us reminded that they have to be done.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, if we just check the new... Where do we check the translation key? Where are they kept? That's on a different repo, isn't it?
There's another entire... What do you call it? Repository. They added a link to it in their...
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a link right in their first comment. I think it's technically owned by the Gamemode 4 organization as well.
Yep, it is. By our non-profit organization.
Alright, well, I guess all we have to do is highlight this, and search for
entity.gm4.undeadplayer.
Yeah, there it is. It says undead player. I think we're good.
Can I just mention that for some reason on our GitHub, if you go to code, it now says our GitHub consists out of 0.4% Python. Why is there Python in our GitHub code? Did we leave like a Python file somewhere?
Huh. Maybe it thinks something's Python when it's not. Where's all the JSON?
Can we search the...
Oh, there is a single Python file in GM4 Orbis. Generate loot tables. Interesting.
Miso.
Yeah, generate.py. I found it. Shall I delete it and just merge?
I think it's fine to leave. Because then if we have... It's probably there so if they ever add more biomes that we want to add, we can just modify this Python file, rerun the Python file, and go. It doesn't influence the data pack at all.
Okay, well, I guess as long as we're okay with it being released with the module as part of the same...
I think it's fine.
Part of the same, whatchamacallit.
Yeah, let's just leave it in.
It's fine.
Miso said he asked.
Yeah, Miso says he's okay with
fine.
it, so yeah, that's fine. What were we doing? We can squash and merge the translation for undead players because I checked and the key is correct. And then liquid minecarts, I was checking the links before I got distracted. Liquid minecarts doesn't have a page.
The game is freaking out.
Page. Right, that's 2 pages for the wiki stuff to edit. And we also need an icon. I have an icon somewhere from Duck. I'll have to find it.
Sparks ruffles through his drawers.
Let's see if I can quickly find it.
Liquid Minecraft, it's on the website now.
Yep. It doesn't help that there's like 5 iterations of this image because we couldn't decide on how it should look. Sometimes it's quite hard to design modules when you have a very limited like color palette and style.
And he restricted the color palette too, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
It used to
I
be
think that was
large.
his choice. I think it didn't. We didn't actually have a restriction before, but he was like, "No, we do this the right way."
4 colors.
All right, here's the module icon as he's sent it. This is currently a 2000 by 2000, so to fix this, I need to
Shouldn't they all be SVGs eventually?
eventually, but that's not happened, and it still
Does
hasn't
he make them
happened.
as SVGs and then converts them to PNGs or whatever? To raster?
No comment. I don't know.
Okay. You plead the fifth. Is Duck still alive? Probably.
I will close both Blast Furnace PRs, by the way. They've been sitting there for ages. Let's be honest, they will never get merged.
Okay.
Jackson Peterick suggests that we design modules off of the images so we're never without an icon. And I think that's a great idea.
That's amazing. Let's just
we
put Duck
also
in
have-
charge of all concept work.
We also have a problem with like function names, so how about we let Duck draw module icons and I don't know, we dedicate Crothers someone to come up with function names and then we just merge them together, and if Duck draws like an Easter egg and Crothers comes up with the function name kill dog by suffocation.mc function, we just create a module that makes breedable dogs with eggs that kill dogs by suffocating them in the eggs.
Yes. Dice rolling function names. 3 adjectives and a verb, and a noun.
Cold hot water bath.
It's like those Shakespearean insult tables.
Oh, I love those.
We have quite a few module submissions on the GitHub. I didn't realize how many there were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at least. Oh no, there's 10.
I'm just saving this image in the right place on my PC. Liquid Minecarts.
What do we think about breeding bees? It doesn't make a smaller bee. That's not how bees work. They are an insect.
Also, they are way too large, people said.
They're bigger than the chickens.
Like, our bees were tiny, you know. I like that.
I really hope they do either decrease the size of the bee or increase the size of the chicken. And cat and dog, to be honest, because the bee is also the size of them.
Yes. It's kind of a little bit crazy.
Although they can also change the that one advancement, that's the parrots and the bats, to the parrots and the bees.
Okay, Liquid Minecarts should now be on the website. Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Regarding other old PRs that have been sitting here for ages,
If it looks
probably won't
like
get merged.
if it looks like a liquid tank with the bottom cut off, it's because it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that in the correct category? It is. Nice.
Regarding other super old PRs, PR 202 rituals. I'm not sure, but I don't think this will be added.
Which one's two?
The rituals module submission. Yeah, I don't think so. It's a cool idea, but I feel like it hasn't really been. It doesn't feel quite right for Gamemode 4. I don't think.
I gotta agree.
It's an interesting concept. I actually went on the server with them when they were developing it and had a play, and it is fun, but it feels kind of not right for Gamemode 4 somehow. Also, I feel like it's a large multi-block structure, and it doesn't actually do all that much for that. Like, the only current recipes listed is changing the weather between thunder, rain, and clear.
I will close this. It's a nice concept and good work. Maybe someone else wants to integrate this code somewhere.
It's kind of weird that it's like a big structure for just such simple things. I feel like it's a misalignment of
People pinging me in
the
Discord while I'm
ends don't meet the
streaming.
mean.
I don't generally read
I
the...
turn on streamer mode.
Yeah. Crop says, doesn't Liquid Minecarts have a big bug? I don't know. You tell us. You said you gave a very vague answer to the question. I asked you.
I love how we completely forget about anything what is like 3 months away.
There's a reason we have comments on GitHub.
Yeah, but there was a bug report, and I said, "Have I fixed this?" And you said, "I'm not sure. Let me check," and then never said anything. So he's linking me to the pull request.
Is it one of those large pull requests?
So this is fixed. No, bug I'm referencing was the issue that minecarts weren't filled from south and north. This is a huge conversation.
Which one is it? A number?
221. In 1.14, we were planning to remove any tank name checks from liquid tanks as a user can quickly swap them with a different one, which now just locks some of the functionality. The check has to be done on the tags, so maybe when you copy the data, you should store the tags list into an MBT tag. Which lets you convert liquid types.
It's pretty complicated.
Have a liquid tank of the desired type and one with the liquid you want to use. Move liquid from desired to a liquid minecart, but make sure there is still some liquid left in desired. Break desired and replace with a different hopper if you want to keep the liquid. Break current and quickly replace with the hopper you get from breaking desired. Move LM below current. I see what's happening. So when you break the hopper still has the custom liquid name?
Didn't we fix that?
Liquid minecarts or liquid tanks has nothing to do with names anymore.
Yeah, but the liquid minecart, I think, checks the name to work out whether the liquid can go in or not. However, yeah, I guess it would. But what? Yeah. Long story short, says Crop, you test liquid type by checking the name. It should check tags instead. Yeah, I guess that would mean some kind of tag comparison then, since we can't have a list of tags, or we don't want a list of liquid names.
Is there an easy way to do that?
Well, according to Crop, he does have a solution in mind. We'll make a pull request for that later, maybe. That was June 22nd.
Because the issue with just copying the list of tags is there might be other tags on it, like from other modules.
Since we've merged it now, I'm just going to create an issue for it.
Oh, should also look into issues, because there's been a new issue.
Six-wheeled, I'm not entirely sure how git ignore works, but I believe it just prevents you from like uploading the file to the repository, not when you pull from the repository.
I feel like we've gotten a little sidetracked. What we were looking at?
Yeah.
We decided we're going to close.
I've closed rituals already.
Rituals. Okay.
We can look for other really old PRs here.
Meme
'cause
poses
there are a lot,
pack.
and we should clean them up. Meme pose pack had issues.
Did it?
There was this
Or are
issue.
we just scared? I think we haven't actually tested it in game yet. The
So we
original one
tested
had
it on
issues.
stream. We tested it on stream, and there was an issue with like it influencing all.
The animation would get broken.
Yeah.
So we'll need to take a look at that. We could look at it now if you want.
But this is 1.13 still.
This says it's pushing to master.
It still is.
Well, because it's still pushing to master. Because master's now 114. Although I guess since we
it would
renamed
tell
the
us that
branch,
there were conflicts if it was a 113 format, wouldn't it?
I don't think so.
I'm fairly sure this is 113.
Okay. So
We'll check.
needs to be resubmitted for 114.
Flybook.
I saw this awesome thing in a GIF where someone made it so that you can basically track the arms and feet of armor stands however you want using raycasting. So you basically just look at the armor stand and you can track the arm using your cursor.
Yeah, I saw that.
That would
That's
be neat.
The more I thought about it, the more I realized how much math
I-
that person had done.
I bet
Like-
it's laggy AF.
That's like proper quaternion stuff. Probably.
Yeah, but that ain't that hard.
With our limited math, yes, it is.
Oh yeah, we don't have
We don't have trig.
linear.
Well, technically, we don't have proper access to trig. We have janky access to trig.
Oh man, I've really fell behind on the chat.
People are just talking quickly.
Is Duck still alive? Yeah, he's around. He's got a lot going on, but he's around. Misa says,
got
seriously,
a
Blue,
pond
the
to take
reason
care
they're
of."
still there is because you guys have been procrastinating to test them.
But wait, what? Where?
Scroll up.
Oh my god, seriously, the reason they are still there. People have been talking a lot here.
Oh,
Well,
that's
I
right.
mean,
This is run at double speed. Double time.
look, Miso,
What's
do you
wrong,
true let them try it? What?
Yes, Sheepy, you did hear quaternion.
We can make a smaller bees module which just shrinks them. We just give them one of our bee skull textures to hold and make them invisible.
Is this the right clock format? I don't remember how clock format works.
Tessit says, I think you could rework the bees module into like a butterflies module, which could be similarly cool. Butterflies.
Butterflies are hard to render using player skulls.
Yeah, they're a little bit less naturally chonk-like as than a bee.
We could do a beetle.
Oh, the
module.
new ones are
Beetles-
so chunky, it's great.
Beetles are pretty chunky.
Yeah, little beetles. Which goes back to
Or-
the thing we were saying about termites for block breakers.
Yeah, or pet stones would be pretty
Pet stones.
qualified as well.
They only move when you're not looking at them.
When you're looking,
When you're not anywhere near them, they'll move.
they start making friends with your cobblestone chest when you're not looking.
Misa's going to re-upload blast
Oh, there's a-
furnaces.
There's a new GitHub feature that you can click I viewed this file when making a review. It's great, I love it. You just mark the files you've already looked at because there's so many in the browser version.
All right.
I care.
Next PR, guys.
I'm still
Let's
catching
don't
up on
get
chat.
Wait, do you guys want to test meme poses? Because we can do that now. Or
yeah,
just
we can.
Has
not.
somebody
He's
said
kinda
that it's
ready.
up to date? Has it been updated since we
It looks
checked?
up to date to me,
I'm still.
and there'd be a quick way to find out.
Yeah. I'm still trying to catch up on the stream chat.
There's mending tanks, which is also interesting. Would also be interesting to look at.
Yeah.
Especially, can you repair it for us as well?
Also mending take?
Mending tanks. That's PR217.
Are
Okay.
potions mixable in liquid tanks yet? Says Qbird. I don't think they're going to be.
That would be very
really
complicated. Like very, very complicated.
Tess, it says more poses are appreciated. And also eye care time, yeah. I work at my PC and I get like shoulder and neck pain if I sit for too long, so I have this thing which just pokes me to stand up and like look out the window.
Does
or
it
something.
actually poke you?
No, in fact, the
Please tell
problem
me you have a
is
tiny robot that just pokes you.
because it's a bottom right pop-up, my brain just filters it out now because it's always there, and it's kind of been delegated by my brain under the same category as like ads, where it's just like you don't need to see that. It's not relevant to what you're doing, and so I often just completely blank it.
When my exam period starts, I reorder the apps on my phone for my home screens, and just put like apps in ridiculous places out of my way of my fingers, or just random places where I don't expect them, and it actually makes me use my phone less, because I can't do that swipe to that position where the app usually is, like subconsciously anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But the bad thing is you've got to reorder them in a different order each time, because each exam period, otherwise you're going to get used to your exam reorder screen.
Qbert, you could generate a list to produce like mixable potions, but only like parts of it. You've still got to consider things like what color do you texture a potion, how is the coloring chosen, how does it output different quantities of potion. Like there's a lot to think about with that kind of thing, I guess.
I mean technically, especially we'll have to confirm this, technically one could write an expansion for liquid tanks that makes potions mixable.
Do you remember
You
smoothie
could,
makers?
yes.
Do you remember the smoothies?
What?
Back when Gamemode 4 was still command blocks, like 1.8 or 1.9, some people made smoothies, which were like you could mix different foods together to make like potions with various effects on them.
Yeah, they submitted it as a one-click back in the days on.
I can't remember who it was. They did. I think several people worked on that together. Sugar Caney, yeah, that's right. Sugar Caney. He also did hot tubs.
I wonder how it's doing today.
Yeah, I hope he's
Sugar
alright.
Caney, if you're listening, we hope you are alright. We still remember you. I'll never be forgotten.
I
Alright,
think
here's
I've
just
seen him
a
on the wiki.
quick thing about. Oh, sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
used to
are
be on
weird.
the wiki a lot.
No, my headphones are weird. I didn't hear you talking.
And bath towels, yeah. I think we nearly actually implemented jacuzzis. I think the problem with smoothies was at the time it was just too many like block checks because it couldn't be done very efficiently. But a smoothie mix of potions might be a thing now. Because you could
What
kind
did
of
they make the smoothies out of?
you could kind of quantify it. I think it was just various items, anything edible, but even stuff like ender pearls maybe could be put in it. But like a smoothie maker now, if it only used like Minecraft potions, you could consider like a smoothie glass has space for three potions or something, and then you can choose to put like 3 speed potions in there to get speed 3, or you can do speed 2 and then also add a strength potion to get strength 1 or something like that, and then you could you have 3 slots to play with to make a custom smoothie potion.
Interesting. So about potion mixing, I know there's at least 30 potion status effects in the game, and if you wanted to unless you put a cap on the number of potions you could mix into one. Assuming you could mix all 30 potions into one potion, I'd like you to pick up your nearest calculator and put in 30 factorial, because that is more potions than atoms in the universe. I believe.
Yes, I think so. Special.
So you wouldn't. If there are more potion variations that you'd have to hard code than there are atoms in the universe, there's not enough storage space in the universe to hard code all those potion values. Nice.
Can you add a potion value to something that already has potion data? Like if you had a potion bottle, is it an array? Can you push more potion values to it without erasing?
Technically, like you have to do a custom potion.
I believe
that
so.
has a custom potion effects array,
Mm-hmm.
and you can technically push to that. We are getting sidetracked again here.
Yeah. If you only allowed 3 possibilities, there are 24,360 files you would need, which is still a lot. Assuming 30 potion types, which there's more. It's a lot.
Okay.
My internet's being very weird today. Every other millisecond clicks on my headphones with you guys talking, and it's probably just because I'm downloading a lot of GitHub.
Yeah, you keep cutting out for us, or for me.
Oh, I was wondering about that. I just sound like crap as usual.
Especially doing mending tanks and the poses back thing.
Can I just get 218, or do I also need 217?
What's 218?
Converted mending takes. Oh shoot, that's mending takes to 114.
Oh, just 218 should be fine.
Okay.
I think.
BBR says that mundane potions will color themselves automatically based on their combination.
Real?
Yeah, but not the potion tanks.
No, not the tanks themselves. That's the problem. Like,
Yeah, that's
creating
that.
this
is
texture.
bad.
So
We'll
we
just-
Will there when you need them.
We require a or
Oh my god,
use the color tag of the
special.
helmet and then retexture it to. Is it really bad?
You sound like somebody's using guillotine to kill your vocal cords.
Cool.
They're only text files. How long are they taking to download?
Well, my computer has to go through the whole switching branches, fetching differences, loading differences, uploading FTP, which is very slow for no reason at all. So, yeah.
Special
I'm
doesn't
on
want you
Google
to
Internet.
know this, but technically we're just talking to a special robot AI voice right now, and Special is just running over to this store to get a USB stick with the files.
Special Robot Man 32.
Yeah, I actually live at the internet. It's a top secret location.
So yeah, I feel like a smoothie mixer is possible, but a tank that stores any combination of potions is not.
It's great. As soon as I hit fetch origin, everything dies in my headphone.
I guess we could do it kind of like tanks in modded, where different liquids have different densities, and they kind of layer, and so we just display the least dense potion in the top, and then you can only draw out the densest first, or something stupid like that.
If we introduce that density thing, do we want to introduce thermodynamics? So if you heat up your tank,
I don't want to hear the word thermodynamics, okay? I have a lecture open on my laptop right now. I could pipe it through the stream if you want to hear it.
I thought you didn't want to hear it.
I would be fine with that.
I don't, but I'll let you guys hear it. There it is. Sheesh. Upload
An
mending
interesting
tanks.
thing you should look into is look into the thermodynamics of combustion reactions. So, for example, rocket
No one
engines.
knows what combustion is.
Miso, we're not getting sidetracked.
Scientists think we know what combustion is. We don't.
We're not getting sidetracked. We're waiting for Miso for Special to load these data packs in so we can look at them. There we go.
While
It's
Special's
like the
doing
classic. It's compiling excuse.
What's your excuse for your terrible internet connection now?
It's compiling. Well, like for programmers, it's like, well, why are you goofing off? It's compiling.
Yeah.
Oh, carry on.
Which is denser, levitation or slow falling? Well, I guess
How does
slow falling is
levitation?
Levitation.
denser.
How does
Well, actually-
levitation make you levitate? Is it so not dense? That
Does it
just-
pull you up by your stomach? I should hope.
Or is it?
If they ever add voice lines like player voice cues to Minecraft,
Does
then
the
they
voice
need to
get
be
super
pitched
high?
up if you're using levitation because it's helium. Okay, so we need an armor stand. Do we have better armor stands installed so we can actually use the posters pack?
That's a valid question.
Big brain.
When you drink levitation potions, do you get like some stomach acid into your throat because it pulls it up with it? If you, ugh, it's gross.
Better armor stands is not installed.
I'm currently downloading armor stands. So start with mending tank, because I know we have.
Well, we have an
How
XP tank
heavy
here,
are
so that's handy. And I have a sword with some durability missing, so let's go. Nothing's happening.
Sorry, module doesn't exist. Great. What? What did I do? Did I
Did
misspell armor?
You probably took the U out of armor.
What you?
You need a mending sword.
Oh, what? You need the mending enchant on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just another way to stick XP onto it.
Okay, so it can't.
I hope.
Another question is, when shulkers shoot you, they give you the levitation effect. How heavy must the shulker be that it can hold all of the levitation?
I mean, I think it's kind of weird to assume that the liquid is what has the properties of the final thing. Because glowing, the potion doesn't glow. Or
But what does levity do
Yeah.
then? Levitation, not levity.
why would Slowfall certainly can't. You can make something affect gravity less. Not as a material property. You'd either need magic or to increase
Now
your
we're getting
air resistance by
sidetracked.
1,000,000. Hey, it's downloading. Unconfirmed download 728645.
When you drink slow falling, you suddenly grow a ton of feathers, so you fall slower. You just become this floof of feathers.
How do you apply durability to tools now?
You just
It's an NBT tag.
MBT is
Shoot!
damage.
I just threw it into holographic tags.
Oh, I gotta get mending on it. Right.
Bang. Bada bang. Bada bing, bada boom.
Damn it, some of the
Ah.
muscles are outdated.
Hey look, it even tells us our end fishing is outdated already. Nice.
It's kind of hard to tell whether it's consuming the correct amount of experience, but it seems to work. 9 out of
I
30
mean, as long as
levels.
it does consume experience.
9 out of 30 levels. Can we get the actual XP level on the sidebar?
I don't know.
What score is that stored in?
There you go.
That one. It's probably the top one.
19 out of 30 levels currently. Don't put more levels in. We
No,
want to see it going down.
Second bot.
Hang on. Step off it so I can actually see if this goes down. It's going down.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. I guess we want to check that if it runs out of XP, it correctly on experience tanks it.
Can you put a repaired piece of armor in so it doesn't, to make sure it doesn't consume XP if it can't repair it?
Does it just fully repair it?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh wait, that's a gold item. It has no durability.
It looks like that's not consuming anything, so that's good. And it doesn't work if it doesn't have mending.
How much does it increase by each time? Actually, it looks like 12-ish. -8.
Is it going slower at the start? Is that just me?
I can't see an obvious pattern. (24 to 56 to 88).
Does it say in the PR what the rule is?
There was a long discussion about this summer, maybe on the Discord, maybe in the PR.
Yeah. Right, we're gonna run out of
Oh,
experience.
it's going up by 32.
Okay, we are
Probably.
out of experience. It's stopped filling the item, and it's now marked as an empty tank. So that seems to work.
If it does 32 every time, then it probably just needs at least 32 points in the tank before it runs, which would, yeah.
Do we want it to only be able to repair mending tools? Because it doesn't have that kind of mending on the go that mending does. You have to go to a liquid tank with experience in it.
Yeah, but then you can store XP in there. And you can automate this.
So you think that it should only mend mending tools?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, why? What else would it mean?
Everything. Because you can still combine things in an anvil, which costs experience.
Yeah.
Be like.
I think this is intended just to replace the because you can't stand under a liquid tank with mending to get your mending gear recharged.
Right, yeah.
Because
Okay.
they're fake XP orbs, because that whole people can steal XP orbs weirdness.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay. There's a slight bug with liquid tanks, which isn't a huge deal, which is if you look at an empty tank, it'll tell you 0 out of 30 levels, or 0 out of 30 buckets, or whatever it was before it became an empty tank. But that's not really a big deal.
It should expect 0 out of 30 levels, or buckets, if it's when it goes to empty, because then its max gets reset, or at least it should. Or maybe I didn't change the max.
Look at the in-game chat.
Oh, it doesn't.
Grubhub did them coding very well.
Ooh. It only works on the first slot, I'm guessing, which makes sense.
That's the only slot
Does
that
it
does
make
anything.
sense?
Well, everything else runs with the
That's
first
the only slot that does. Yeah.
Oh, alright.
The rest of the tank is free for filters.
Yeah.
You can't make it fuzzy. Because replace item requires this
Oh, I
slot.
see.
Although now with loot we could, I guess, do, or with the new dynamic indices stuff.
Miso says 1 experience heals 2 durability.
Is that true here as well?
No, that's what he's saying it does, I'm thinking.
Oh, I think that's what it means, like,
I think this looks good.
when you mend a thing.
I don't think you should be able to mend non-mending items without using an anvil or grindstone, says Six Wheel Beast.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
the whole power of mending is reusing a tool based on your experience,
Yeah.
and this is just injecting it straight into the
It annoys me that you can't get... The only reason I was kind of thinking about this, I think, is because you can't get Mending and Infinity on a bow.
Oh, Cropup's the one who submitted this, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I
Why
like
did
it.
you? He's in chat. Why did you use the $sign instead of the pound for your fake player?
I think pound does something like $sign does. Wait, by $sign do you mean hash?
No, I mean the US $sign. Like
For the
the
fake
pound
player?
sign and the US $sign. Because some of them are using some of his fake players are using the US $sign, and some of them are using the pound sign or the hash.
I have this memory that they do something different. The hash stops it appearing in the sidebar,
Yeah.
and then the
The
other
hash
one
does
does
this,
something
or the
else.
$sign as well, I think.
Does it do the same thing?
I'm confused about all of that.
Oh, we want the 114 mending tanks. Yeah, you're right. $signs. Is he not around anymore?
He is typing in game chat.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't check there.
Said he used them for variables, but
That's not what we do.
yeah.
That's what PHP do.
Sorry. It's fine, Crow. No need to excuse. We should probably... Do we have that stated in our contribute.md?
What, that you shouldn't use them?
Like any sort of standard to how you should use them.
Don't think so. I don't think we have anything about hash or anything else. As long as it's camel
We
case.
use hash for, I think, every fake player. No?
No, we don't.
Yes. No.
We use them for some numbers, not at all. For example,
Oh, okay.
if you
I
look
think I
right
remember. I
now
think
on your
we
scoreboard,
used
you
it-
can see the number 3 as a fake player.
Where's that from? Maybe it's left over from old things.
I'm pretty sure I've got some numbers in some of my modules that just don't have a hash in front of them. I like being able to see them in the sidebar. That's the only thing the hash does. And if you're not displaying the scoreboard to players, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Although it is nice, I do generally go hash 2, just so that it's clear that it's a variable instead of a value in the code.
I think that's why I use it most of the time.
Yeah. I'd say
Just
that
otherwise I'll get confused which one's the value.
I'd suggest removing the
Which
$sign,
one's-
but I wouldn't say that it would be a blocking issue for approving this pull request.
Silence.
No opinions on that?
Once we've checked both of these, I would suggest calling it a day. We've been going for a pretty long time.
Oh yeah, we have.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm getting pretty... My tumbly be rumbling.
My headache's coming back.
Go the old Greek method and split your skull open and see if a daughter pops out.
What the hell?
It's looking good to me, though. It's really weird seeing her. the hash symbol in front of non-numbers. Actually, there's a comment by Misode here about choosing one of these two lines, and then Cropper says forgot to press save, but he hasn't marked it as resolved. Although there only appears to be one line now, so I guess that has been resolved. Yeah.
Trying to wrap my head around this math is not easy.
Did you
What's the
just
thing you
click
do
mark
with
as
buffer?
resolved? Because it's suddenly showing as marked as resolved.
Sixth wheeled beast is saying Sparks, RE, your infinity slash mending bow. What about having some other dynamic in the module? Like maybe it's Sauber, like making an infinity bow not take durability damage? Huh.
That would have been a good use for bee wax.
Would have been a good use, yeah. We could implement wasps, and wasps made paper.
If you stick wasps to your bow,
Wasp
it will be
paper.
too frightening to take durability damage.
If you stick wasps to your bow, you can't shoot it anymore. But on the other hand, it won't take durability damage either.
Sheep is asking about the Monio Shamir. We looked at it, right? Was there something we wanted changing?
Yeah.
We had some feedback on it, I think. I don't know if
We had
he's
some
done
feedback
anything
on it,
about it.
and
Is mending
She
tanks ready
has-
to push?
I'm looking at that right now, Sheepy. Monio Shamir, he said
It's still marked as changes requested.
Sheepy has added the gold tools, needs testing though, and we wanted a better sound instead of the pling.
But we weren't very specific about what that should be.
I think
fact-
Special and me, we agreed we would want like a sound that represents the tool's material.
We had a conversation about it. I'll read it out. Did Blue have a sound in mind, or did he say he thought it should be different? I said he was thinking something that sounds more like the material the tool is made of, but I worry that a wooden click would sound too much like a timer. He says it was meant to sound like a siren, and I said I don't personally really mind it.
Sounds a bit weird.
Sheep says if he has a good case for a sound change, then why not, depending on the sound. But I don't know, we have to suggest something, because if you have a
Let me
sound in
look for
mind-
sounds.
Yeah, let's finish mending tanks first.
I've got some questions on the math. Why is all this stuff dynamic?
Let's use this sound every time the tool. So the tool will just go like this.
Oh god.
Oh, okay, interesting. Interesting sound effects,
I mean,
especially when like I only get the first half second before my game cuts him off.
you're wondering why the math is dynamic. I'm guessing that it's based on
Yeah,
the durability
like it-
level. Like maybe if it's almost dead,
Well, no,
it
like
consumes more
it's-
XP.
It multiplies by a multiplier of XP or repair per XP. Like you could want to change the amount of durability you get for each point of XP back. But like as far as I can tell, that value never changes. Yeah, but why is it even a value then?
I guess because it's a constant that could be changed. Could be changed in implementation, but never
Okay,
changes within the code itself.
Okay. I just find it... Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
I think the current sound is good as it's clearly different from the in-game sound, so it does take your attention.
And exactly.
I counted that with, but it doesn't make any sense lore-wise. Like, I feel like a wooden tool should sound different from an iron tool or a diamond tool.
Why can't they all have a metal sound and the shamir itself is making the noise because it's made of metal?
That wouldn't be too bad.
Because I think the problem is that the wooden thing the wooden one just sounds too much like some kind of timer. So I think, but a metal clinking on a loop would be fine. And
yeah, we could even like adjust the pitch a bit for a tool time.
Yeah, I don't think it's... Yeah, we could do that. I don't think the pitch change will inform the player of anything they need to know, but yeah.
Yeah, but I would be fine with like a metal sound. I just want some lower consistency, I don't know.
It's true that it's a standard to not hard code your constants. I'm sure Blue agrees with me with that. But then at the same time, Minecraft is not in any way standard for coding in any way whatsoever.
Yeah.
In any way.
I agree that.
What?
Whatsoever.
It's often more efficient to hard code constants in MC just because it's ridiculously harder to not. I don't know. I have to look over that. I think the math's probably fine, and I'm just getting caught up in reading it. But as long as there's not like extra operations that's doing that doesn't need to, it should be fine.
Okay, Sheep is saying that we should DM him the play sound command, and he'll update it when he gets home tomorrow. So I guess we can just leave the play sound as a comment in the commit, in the PR. Sorry.
I will leave a comment, otherwise we'll forget.
Yep. Sheep, if you haven't got the play sound from us in some way by tomorrow, just ping me, and I'll get it to you. Yeah, that's fair enough, Tessit. No worries. Meme poses pack. Did we get better armor stands installed? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Right. Dab. Is that not how it's spelled?
Guys, I'm afraid we'll have to install the animated pack as well.
Is that not part of the meme poses pack?
The animated one. It is installed.
What was the bug then? It messed with something, right?
It messed with some of the it messed with the poses pack. Because the poses pack had it messed with the poses pack, I think. Is that installed?
Yeah, no, poses pack is not installed. Maybe we should look at this next stream.
We should install poses pack as well, I think, to test this.
Oh wait, no, poses pack is installed. What?
I can't remember any of the commands for poses pack.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember any of this.
Rest is one. Okay, I think I know what's wrong. I didn't install meme poses. I installed poses pack, which is why none of the meme poses are working. What's meme poses called?
Meme poses?
Yeah, what's the pack? What's it? The file.
Do you mean the PR?
Yeah,
The PR is 205.
because I had it downloaded, but
PR is 205. And the
Not too
namespace is meme_poses_pack.
Yeah. There we go. I don't know where it went. I had it downloaded. I promise, I'm not that clueless. There we go.
Oh, it was the particles pack that it messed with. Says Misode. You want to download the particles pack as well?
Pew, 2.1 kilobytes.
Did you not hear me, Special?
No.
It's
Oh,
it's the particles pack that it messes with.
Oh, okay.
So you'll need to download that as well. Dab, floss, what were the other ones?
Hey, it's flossing. Bam, go. We're good. Pull it, push it. Full send.
Mine isn't flossing.
What do you? Yours is just floss. Mine is flossing. Two different commands.
Flossing. Oh yeah.
Ship it. Let's go.
Guys.
Perfect. Ship it.
Why did we create this? Why?
We just need we need the
Why does this exist?
we just need to install the particles pack as well and check those. Like create a couple of particles.
Oh, I hate it so much, and it's great.
Why does this exist?
This is
Oh wait, particles pack, not poses.
I think this module is the one that's most likely to become culturally outdated too quickly. Why are you destroying them? I put those down to test particles.
Burn them.
But these was just normal armor stands. They didn't even have hands.
It's all of them, I swear.
Now I need to genocide.
Now I have to get their arms again. Thanks.
Oh, I could make such an inappropriate joke now, Special.
Is it T-pose? It is.
Yeah, we need weekly updates for this module.
Weekly meme updates. Not sure if posing or... Right, what are the... I'm trying to remember the commands for particles pack now.
Wasn't either of those, okay.
Is it not fire? Is it flame? Flame? Yeah, flame. So it keeps its pose, but I think that's fine. Flossing. So giving it a pose doesn't make it visible again.
But now the flame is gone.
But the flame is also gone. Interesting. So the pose should apply visibility.
Heart, flame, barrier, fireflies, cloud, bubbles, growing, drip.
I think that hang on, does that happen with
Oh gosh, that's weird.
does that happen with other commands? I think this is just an issue we have. Legs sitting. It should make it visible if you give it a new pose, right? Is there a no particle option? How do you...
Reset, I think. Or, because I think that just redoes all of
Well,
regular.
the reset isn't stopping the animation.
It might not. Oh, default. Sorry, not reset. Default. Default stops everything.
We need some in-game ways for player to tell these commands.
Yeah, it's not the best. It's because we can't make clickable links in books, can we? We can make them jump pages now, like we're doing for the command
The
books.
thing is, we don't want to give them like a written book, because that's the horrible Better Armor Stands version Hammercraft uses.
Yeah, that's true. With clicking.
Where you need like block in the world where players can get the book, which is horrible.
Hey, it's better than the old one with name tags. Remember that one? We had to rename the armor stand with a name tag? That was pretty good.
Interesting. So, technically, the meme posters pack has the issue where if you apply a meme to an invisible stand, it doesn't make it visible, but then the regular Better Armor Stands does that anyway, because if I give it a particle effect, then give it like the arms command to show the arms, it doesn't make it visible either. So I guess that's just how the module works.
But the particle effect shouldn't disappear when you make it into a meme stand.
But that happens if you change it into, if you give it any other command, like no arms, particle's gone.
Interesting.
So that's just how the module works.
Okay. Didn't know that. I don't have much experience with this.
So I didn't know this either. I guess if we ask, I suggest that we accept it as is and then make a PR to both of them so that if you change a pose, it makes it visible. Although maybe it doesn't do that because there is a visible command, right? And an invisible command. So that's probably what it is.
Oh no, read in-game chat.
The Nyan cat one? Yeah, no.
Yep.
Feed a cat a Pop-Tart and you get a rainbow jetpack cat.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Isn't that not what you meant?
No, read the new message.
Why not have the book replaced for a book with all the options in if you type help in the book and throw it at an armor stand? That would be difficult for expansions to include their commands.
Ah, that's right. Nah. Yeah, never mind. Autocomplete. Let's implement a custom autocomplete.
Getting messages from Crop-Up again. Heart Canisters apparently uses the $sign as well.
Messages by Crop-Up.
I heard it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, Crop-Up has just hit me with precedent. Okay.
Messages from Crop-Up. In today's lecture, we'll read message 224 about the one that was lost in the meeting.
No. So default also is an option for vanilla Better Armor Stands.
Vanilla Better Armor Stand.
This seems to be working fine.
Oh, invisible are in vanilla Better Armor Stands. Huh.
Yeah, they are.
I agree with this right there.
I feel like
Yeah, so do I.
I think it's definitely worth listening to Tessid on this because she's had some. I think she uses them a lot in survival and has quite a lot of opinions about how they should work.
Right, let's hear her out.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You can want poses and invisible at the same time. Oh, that's true because it'll change how the item is held. In fact, if this was invisible and flossing and you gave it something to hold, you'd have a moving sword.
Can you make it invisible?
Yeah.
Let me do a thing here.
So what gets rid of the particle when we set it to default?
I think
or any other command.
The particle pack just says if the command in the book is none of the particle commands, remove the particle.
I don't see that in here though.
Really?
Oh, if it's not one of theirs?
Yeah, if it's not one of the particle commands, it just turns all the particles off. Andante, I feel like it's very like unsurvival to have like a GUI in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad.
Because that would like technically work, but it would feel really weird. And if you're on a server with people typing and stuff just getting in the way of your GUI, or not being able to read the chat while you use the GUI. It's Sprack's slaughtering time.
Oh no.
Okay, well
The
I
heck
think
is
this is okay. It's not like players can lose the armor stand, because if you're holding a book it'll show it. I think this is good to go.
There we go.
We need an icon for it, but it seems fine.
This is the
I'm very confused how all of armor stands works now, but oh well.
Slaughtering Sparks.
You know, if I didn't know this was dabbing, I'd be very confused what was going on.
It's not dabbing, it's flossing. Get your memes right.
Oh, shoot.
So what do we learn from this?
I've never
kids?
done any of them in real life, so I never intend to.
Yeah, so what do we learn from this? Kids, never do the floss with a sword in your hand. At least not near
I
kids.
think you should never floss with the sword in your hand like the regular dental procedure.
Oh, Doc, but I did floss my teeth with a sword in my hand. I thought sharpening them might be good. What do you mean by I have lost 7 liters of blood?
What do you meme?
Did Tacit say anything else?
That's fun, lol.
Tacit says still want to see flossing with no arms.
Does it add the arms, or can you do that?
I believe it does. But I'm not sure.
Can you do flossing and then no arms?
No arms?
Just no space arms.
It's just a hip wiggle.
Huh?
Is it no space arms?
No
Is it-
space arms.
Is that capitalization?
No capitalization. Is it just re-adding the arms with every animation frame?
It might be.
Might be.
Just try it on. I don't have a book anymore. Someone stole mine. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna put.
I gave it back.
No, you didn't. I'm gonna put arms on this one. Try your no arms command over here. See if it removes it.
I gave you my no arms command.
Oh my god. Okay. Right. No arms. Yeah, I think it's just adding the arms back on every animation frame. So I guess that's just how. Because I guess it has to pose the arms. So. I guess no just wiggling. Sorry. I guess you could request that Miso adds a sassy wiggle animation without the arms. Can we push this? Merge it? Hello? Hello? Blue?
Sporks.
Hello?
Sporks, come back.
Am I back?
Come back, Sporks. We love you. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us? Yes, we could hear you too. It just sounded like you couldn't hear us.
No, I couldn't hear you.
You were like, Blue, Blue, listen to me, and Blue was responding.
Well, I guess that means the stream couldn't hear you either. Are we good
Must have
to
been
Oh,
very
to merge
confusing
this?
playback.
So are we good to merge this?
No, we'll keep it till next week.
Okay.
Add those comments.
Tessit
and
wants
come back to
poses
it.
to not re-add arms.
Just for the sassy wiggle. I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, sassy wiggle. Or add a sassy wiggle animation. Blocks. Thanks. Okay. So that one's now waiting
So stupid.
for a sassy wiggle, but otherwise looks good.
Yeah, we didn't see any of the weird add an animation and suddenly all the armor stands in the world are hearts. So
Yeah. I think something like that was happening last time. So
it was.
I still don't understand why, but yeah.
Neither do I. They were different scoreboards.
Mending tanks can be merged. Yes, I think.
Oh yeah.
Right, special.
I guess. Yeah, sure.
That's the 114 version. Do we close the
Do we
113,
want it?
or do we have to
I
test
would
that?
I
close
think we should just
113.
close it. We didn't test the 113.
113 isn't supported anymore.
Yeah.
I'll close the 113
Wash
version.
and merge the 114 one.
Okay.
Oh, guys, this is sad. We need our chat to remind us that we wanted to do a thing we wanted to do early in the stream.
We got very sidetracked in
fine.
this stream.
This is also a long one, like 2 hours, 10 minutes or something. So congrats if you've made it through.
End fishing is already on the server. There's apparently a bug with liquid minecarts, so we don't want to put that on the server yet.
Did you complete the end fishing thing that we wanted to do? Like with deleting the files, then putting the new end fishing into your local repository and then pushing it again?
Yeah, I pushed the update. Are you checking the data packs?
I'm checking the data packs here. Updated end fishing? Pull request. Does it look like it? Do you have GitHub Desktop still open?
Yeah. I clicked all the buttons.
Yeah, but did you do it twice? Like, we wanted to do that update, right? So
Yeah, I did it twice. People on the stream would have seen me. Now the only change listed as waiting is the deletion of the Python file, which we decided we didn't actually want to do.
But that's in Orbis, right? I'm talking about Liquid Times.
Yeah, but that's the only change waiting. I've pushed the other change.
I'm talking about end fishing, sorry.
I know you are. I've pushed that change.
Sorry. I'm really paranoid.
The only change, that's the thing, but I don't see it in the pull request list either.
It's fine, yeah. It just didn't catch it. On the GitHub website, it says improved fishing bait almost sent 3 markers.
Are you looking in the data packs webhook?
Yeah.
Yeah, when there's a lot of activity, it misses stuff.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's annoying.
Okay, I guess we wrap it up here then.
Wizard wants us to take a look at 275.
No,
Wait.
bye.
Are we merging mending tanks?
Okay, bye.
Mending tanks, yes. I already did.
Yeah, we decided it worked.
Alright, I will just take a quick look at 275.
No, bye.
275 is
I'm
changed
leaving.
by the Amazon
Goodbye.
standard visibility.
Why are pull requests still at 30?
At 30?
Mending tanks?
Yep.
I thought I closed this pull request.
It's outdated. Has conflicts.
I've now
Seems
closed
bad.
it. I guess I failed to close it the first time.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, thanks for sticking with us, guys. This has been this week's dev stream.
275.
Long stream.
Sparks?
Yeah? Well, I just want to have a look at 275.
No, stop it.
Change better armor
need to
stands
go.
invisibility. Oh, yeah, Yeah, I don't know.
Seems to be outdated, though.
Is it?
Well, it says it has conflicts.
I guess I already changed it, but what did I do?
We need to hire someone that just takes notes for us.
It looks like we already applied this change. Is it? Does anyone know if this is live on the server? Test it. Did we fix this?
As of 2 seconds ago, yes.
Mending tanks will be on the website. Yeah.
Sparks. Val Donchev asks, Sparks, what are your thoughts on Mojang adding bees to Minecraft?
Well, we're about to end this
I
stream.
suggest you rewind,
If you-
rewind to about 30 seconds in.
Yeah, we will talk about the bees. We've talked about the bees a lot. Okay,
It was unbelievable.
Special.
so this PR is outdated because I guess we need to check whether my new version of this is now correct.
What was the issue?
I guess I resolved it? I don't know. Basically, my selector was wrong. Like, completely wrong. Which is why I made a PR, because I wasn't certain. Mending tanks won't be on the server yet, but we can add that.
Actually, I will do that right now. I will upload new modules to the, towards the end of the stream, because that's a good thing to do, and people will like that.
Okay, yes. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll end it here.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. See you guys.
Thanks for sticking with us,
Bye.
guys.